Hey guys, I have another planner to share with you. This one is from Limelife Planners, and they did send this to me, and I've already opened it, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the box open back up and show you what they sent. It was nicely packaged, all pretty and everything with the sticker and whatnot, but I just kind of dug into it. So they had asked, they had said to me, we think you would like this planner. We watched some of your other videos and we think you might like this new planner that we just launched in July 2016. So it's called a Blank Slate Planner, and it's exactly what it is. It's not completely blank inside, of course, but I'll show you. We'll go through it. So it came like this, and it has a elastic closure on it, which I thought was pretty cool. Well, when I was looking at it on the website, she sent me a link directly to this exact planner, so I will put that link in the description box below as well in case you're interested. Look at the glare. Sorry about the glare. Maybe about, there we go. And I was like, yeah, I really like that planner. That's really, you know, it's a really cool planner. I like the inside of it. It's, you know, it'll be nice. I'd like to check it out. But I really like this other cover better. So they are so nice. They sent me the other covers as well. And these are them. I think this is called Betsy. I'll look it up and I'll put the link to that in the description box below. So you can order your own special covers, and it has my business name down there at the bottom, Genevieve Designs, and it also has it on this cover too. So the first thing I noticed about the covers is they've kind of got a green cast to them. See, the tabs are craft, and this is kind of like got a greenish-ish cast to it. But I think that it might be kind of on purpose because their logo is kind of that greenish color. Sorry again about the glare. So I don't know if it was done on purpose, but it is extremely plain, as you can see. Let me see if I can just put these covers. I don't think these are removable. No. So let me see if I can just put these covers right on top, or at least the front cover for now. So the back one has the Limelife Planner logo on it. Oh, I just totally love this pattern. So I'm just going to stick this right on top, and I bet you it's pretty easy. It is. That was easy enough. Ooh, I like it. Isn't that pretty? I'll put the back one on later. Okay, so I was flipping through, and it comes with a little plastic pouch, a top-loading plastic pouch, but it is not removable. Like, it's not, but I bet you, let me grab a pair of scissors. Don't freak out, people. Let me flip this over so it's not so glary. I bet if you wanted to make it removable, you could do like a little snip right there on the little hole there. Okay, so I snipped them all, and look, I can remove it, and then I can just as easily put those back down in there just like this. Alright, I've got it right back on there, no problem, no big deal. I just didn't want to make you all, torture you all through that whole thing. And then there's like a cover sheet. This is made in America. It's designed, printed, and assembled in Pennsylvania, which I love the fact that it is made in America. It's got a little quote there. Special dates, logins, and passwords. I really don't think that's a good idea to put your logins and passwords in your planner. If you leave it or lose it or it gets stolen, not a good idea. I'm really not a big fan of that page, but you know, I guess you could use it for minor things. I don't know what those minor things would be, but important contacts. Then there is a 2016 calendar, 2017, 2018. I really like that font that the 1718's in. Oh, and a 2019. Holy cow. Would be good to go. Habit tracker. I guess if you're wanting to change something or add something into your daily life, that'd be kind of cool. Goal setting, and then there's like, I guess goal setting for the months. And I want you to notice that it's black and white. Everything is black and white. And then craft, which the dividers are craft, and it really is craft. The tabs are coated with plastic. And then there are some note pages. There is the month in review, which is nice. It's all black and white. I like the black and white. Oh, more notes. I was complaining about another planner not having a whole lot of note space, so this is good. I like note space. All right, so here's the week. So you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then notes. So that's kind of different. Instead of having it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's kind of neat. Breaks up your entire weekend into one page, and then your work week, most of it anyway, onto one page. That should be the work week, Monday through Thursday. I think we should start something there. So that's cool. So they're cool. Sheesh, I noticed in one of my other videos I said cool like 100 times, and I so apologize. Okay, so there's obviously a 2-page spread for each week, and then some more notes on the back, and then the next month more notes. Okay, mine started in August, and I guess you could start it in whichever month you choose, and it is a 12-month calendar, so it goes all the way to July 2017. Wow. All the way to the July. And then at the very end here is a whole note section. So all of this here is notes, which that makes me super happy. I like that a lot. I mean, a lot. Okay, that's good. So that's all. That's it. That's all there is to this planner. So I don't know, I think it's great. I think it's simple. I think that being artistic and creative, I can really kind of make this my own. Do you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my pens and I'm going to do the pen test because I need to know. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've grabbed a bunch of pens. They're over here off to the side, and I'm just going to find a page. I'm going to find that first note. I should use this page so I don't waste something. But I'm not going to. I'm going to use the first notes wherever they went. Will be right there. So I'm going to use this very first page, and I'm going to start with my Sharpie. Oh, I didn't say this before, but the paper is really nice. I really like the feel of the paper. It's a good thickness, and it feels nice. It's not real drying. I really care about the way paper feels on my hands. I don't know if everybody feels that way, but some paper is extremely drying to my hands, and I don't really like that. So this is just a regular fine point Sharpie. So what I'm doing is I'm checking to see how well it writes, and I'm checking to see if there's bleed through and to see if it is smooth on the paper. That did bleed through a little bit, and you may or may not be able to tell. It's hard for me to see through my little viewfinder there if you can see it. It did bleed through just a little bit, but it's a Sharpie. You know, it just kind of happens. And the next one I wanted to try is the Papermate Flare. Let's see how this one looks. Is it A-I-R or A-R-E? A-I-R. I like that. Papermate Flare. Let's see if there's any bleed through on that. You can see it a little. Let's try a colored one, Papermate, and see if you can see that through. Yeah, you still can a little bit. But, you know, that's a really thick ink there. So, let's try this Pilot one. This has got 2 ends, and it's in a language that I don't understand. But it's a Pilot, and I think one end's a brush end and one end's a nib. So let's, ooh, that's the brush. And then I think this is a nib. Yep. So this one's Pilot. Well, it's kind of a nib. It's kind of a thick nib. So let's write this, the other side. Whew. That, every time I do that, it's so thick. It's got such a thick line, and every time I use it, it doesn't really bleed through that much. I mean, you can barely see it. It didn't bleed through like the Sharpie did. I don't know, that's just amazing to me. Okay, and the next one I want to try is this Touch by Pentel, and it's kind of like a brush lettering marker. I've used it in all of the other ones, all of the other videos. And remember, they were sent to me by Jet Pens. So there's the black, and I'm going to do a different color too with this one. Because remember, I told you I went and bought a whole bunch of them because I liked them that much. So that looks, let's see if it bled through. You can see a little bit. You can see the pink a little bit. I wish I could tell if you could see. Uniball Signos. I have, it's called 207, and I guess it's a gel pen, but I have a whole set of it. So it writes really smooth. I mean, like really smooth on this paper. It almost surprised me. I really like it, the way it writes on this paper. I'm pretty sure there's no bleed through on that. Isn't that green pretty? No bleed through on that. I really like the way these pens write. They're supposed to be waterproof, I think. I'm pretty sure. I think I tested that out before. And then let's try the Tombow. I was getting ready to write Tombow again. Oh, there's the brush end. Wow. I think I've messed the mine up because it's not very smooth looking. Oh, you can't really see through it that bad. You can a little bit. Let's try the purple. Yeah, I think I might have messed my black one up because they're the same type nib, but look how much thicker the black one looks. You can see the brush one a little bit, not too bad. And I don't really like the way they wrote on there, but they didn't break up on this paper, so that's good. And then let's see, what else do I haul? Ooh, Papermate Inkjoy Gel. Maybe this is the one that's supposed to be waterproof. These are relatively new, and these are super fine point. So I wonder how. Papermate Inkjoy. That wrote on there really nice. I think I have a color in that one too. I thought I did. Papermate Inkjoy. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let me grab a color of it real fast. Alright, I found a red. You can get, I got it in a package. Like a, you know, 8 or I don't know how many were in the package now. It writes really nice. I really like the way it writes on there. It's a super fine point, so if you really need to, like, you know, write a whole bunch of stuff in one space, it's a good idea. Oh, I wanted to I wanted to try the Uniball. This one is Uniball Gel Impact in Gold. I wanted to try this just to see. Yeah, it writes really nice. And then I also wanted to try the Jelly Roll by Sakura in the gold metallic. Yep. I don't know. That didn't write very nicely on there. Am I about out of ink? No, I don't think so. It didn't hardly show up. So let's see what that looks like. you can actually see the jelly roll a little bit. Huh. And it's barely put anything down on the paper. Okay, that's odd. Oh, I've been using a white marker of this a lot. This Molotow, whatever, Molotow acrylic paint pen. And I got a black one just because I wanted to see. I'm just going to write paint pen. If it would go through the paper. And now that's going to take a minute to dry. I think it's going to take a little longer than that to dry. Huh. You really can't see through it that bad. Well, while that's drying, I want to try one more thing. My cheapy watercolors. Because I really just want to see how everything, because, you know, I really think that these weeks would be fun to do some watercolor stuff in. I'll talk about that in just a second. So I've used my watercolors in all my other planners that I've tried, so I just want to see what it's going to look like. And I think I've used this color right here every time. And this is just the Tim Holtz water brush. Okay, so I'm just going to write watercolor on here. I don't know why I felt like I had to write it so big, but hey. Watercolor. I think it looks pretty. I mean, I've been loving the watercolor. I haven't been doing a lot of my my brush lettering lately, and I miss it. So that's just really to test how it takes the color and to see if it warps the paper a lot. So I'm going to dry these up and I'll be right back. Alright, I think I got it good and dry. So it is a little bit of warping, not too much. I don't think it's too bad. Can you see that little bit of warping right there? But it's not too bad. And it doesn't bother me. But all the other ones, it seems like you can kind of see, but I don't know. It's kind of like it's there, but it's not there. But I do want to do a little bit of testing to see how these things react with water, all these inks. So I'm going to grab me a paper towel. This is just you know, the soft tissue thingies that you can get. I just stuffed all my paper towels and baby wipes and stuff after they dried in there. I think it's, oh, and then I had taken this on vacation with me and didn't use it, but so I stuffed it in there. So that's just a nice little way to hold all your little dried up stuff. So I just want to have something to blot off over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna try. We know the Sharpie's not gonna do anything. I think we know that the Papermate does. Do we know? Yes, we know. So and then the Pilot. Not really. The Touch does. We know that. The Uniball Signo. Nope. Did not budge. Tombow. It does a little. It reacts a little bit. About Inkjoy. Aw. I don't know why I thought the Inkjoy was waterproof. So it must be the Signo, the Uniball Signo that is. Because that did a little bit. That moved a little bit. And then what about this Uniball? Little bit, just a little jelly roll. Didn't hardly put any ink down in the first place. The acrylic paint pen, it should not budge, and it didn't. And then of course the watercolor. So, did it make anything bleed through too bad? Oh look, it did up there. Wow. I wonder if it was because I just put too much water. Let's see what happens. And that one didn't. Not too bad. That's interesting. The Touch. So sometimes I guess when you add water to something, it makes the ink go into the paper a little bit more. So that's good to know. I still like this paper a whole lot. So I think I can deal with you know, I just know that I can't add water to the Papermate Flare or just not use it in this planner or the Touch, but the rest of them seem to be just fine. So I had a thought on this because of the way the weeks are set up. Let me just go ahead. Let's just flip to Monday, the August 1st. So today is actually September 1st, but I'm going to start over here. So my thought was, since this is nice big square, I thought two things. One, I could practice my watercolor brush lettering type thing with watercolors, or I could paint like a little scene for the day, or I could, you know, like do like a daily practice of something. I really like the format. I think it's a lot of space. I mean, it would be a lot of space to go through and write, you know, everything that I needed to do that day. You know, I think it's a good idea. I really do. I like the big square. It's like a big rectangle. It's huge. And I'm assuming this is, yeah, 7 by 9, just like the rest of them that I have. So it's a pretty good size. So I thought it would be fun just to see how it would do if I was to like practice my brush lettering. So let's do this green color. I don't know why I'm stuck on this green color. But it's just something a little different to do with the planner. So let's do today. I think it's funny that I can't talk and write at the same time. That's always cracking me up. Today, so like look, it's big enough where I could do like some watercolor brush lettering practice, you know, which is kind of neat. Or I could, let's say, you know, I was writing out which one of those markers was waterproof. Let's just say today I'm supposed to film this video, soccer practice, go to grocery. All of a sudden I forgot how to spell grocery, you know, so on and so forth. Make my list out. Well then why not, you know, let's say the day is progressing and I've done stuff, you know, well why not go ahead and, if you wanted to do some watercolor practicing, like a painting or something, why not? There's so much space in this planner, it's kind of ridiculous. I like it a lot. So why not be able to do this? This is fun. Let me get some more in my brush here. Right? And then let's do a beach scene. I've got all these errands to run. Well, why not think about the beach instead? Now, you know, nobody said your planner has to be, you know, done perfectly a certain way. I just don't believe that, you know, you should have to do that. You do what you want with your planner. It's your planner. Alrighty, so I dried that up really quick, but right, isn't that just, it's just sweet and simple. So then, oh wait, I got to pick Zoe up today. Not that I would write today, but you know, then you can write right over top of it, and no big deal. So now you've got you some, like, I'm not the best watercolorist. I think that's how you say it, which means I don't really paint paintings that well with watercolor. I usually, I use acrylic usually, and I use it like on a wet on wet type situation. So I don't know, so I'm trying to learn how to use watercolor. Not that this was the best example of how you paint with watercolor, but I think maybe it would be a really fun daily practice, even over top of what I need to do that day, you know? I think it might be really useful. And then let's say that's all I wanted to do right now, and then I could come back later and maybe add some more details like a palm tree or birds or something, you know, just when I'm feeling like I need to be a little bit creative. I think it's a great idea. I am noticing though that, whoops, did you see that? You probably didn't see those. Over here when I wrote, it did chip off just a little bit after I dried it, and that might be just normal because it is kind of cheapy cheap. You know, this is just Michael's Artist Loft cheapy cheap $5, you know, watercolor set. But I like it. I like it. I like the fact that there's a lot of space. I like the fact that there's a lot of note area and that there's a huge note thing in the back. So I'm going to have fun playing with this, and I like the paper. So let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.